Occupy Mind. Damn, man. We are the Take 2. Action. Yo, welcome to another episode of Occupy Mind. Yes, we are on our second episode. Na sasa ndo nimekumbuka on the first episode, I took to explain exactly what, Occupy Mind is all about. Crazy, huh? We're gonna get into that. But first, kawaida yetu, kitambulisho. Welcome back. Now, I've always been fascinated by the art of rap. Cause mimi, I think nikianza kusikiza mziki like seriously, wale marapa nilikuwa nasikiza hiyo time walikuwa ma poets, like people who knew how to handle words, and they were incredible with that thing. And it made me always wonder, like, say nini wao wanafikiria, like, how can they come up with that? I mean, what is the inspiration behind, Case in point, Mos Def, aka Yasin Bey, alikuwa featured kwa Wera Flani by The Roots, if I'm not wrong. Song alikuwa naitwa The Hurricane, and the song was super crazy, but Mos Def's verse was even crazier. It kicks off like, I am the inescapable, the irresistible, the unchallenged. Who am I? I am time. I scroll in the measurements. I control the elements. I hold the evidence. I tell the story. Who am I? I am time. And the verse gets crazier as it goes. But palivo at the end, kuna mali usema, many misuse me and then face me. It paints the picture of, the most valuable thing we have right now is time. Once you have time, you take advantage of time, because kishaenda. Let's say you're fooling around and then you break the law and the judge gives you the sentence. Let's say you were wasting time fooling around and now you're dealing time, you're facing time, you're doing time. And it's crazy. There's another song by, I think, Pharaoh Monch, Talib Kweli, and Common. And Common's verse, it says, time is real. You can't rewind it. Out of everyone I've met who told the truth, time did. Yani, when other rappers are rapping about rap, I don't know, women and alcohol, these ones were trying to be philosophers, they were philosophers, and they painted a world that made so much sense to people like me. Ikanifanya ni fall in love with words and how they come together to paint pictures, incredible sceneries via words. And I found myself writing as well, because you know what they say, once you hang around at the barber shop, eventually you're gonna get a haircut. So yeah, that was me. Started writing, kuandika, attending workshops like Hisia Zangu. When you wanajua Flowflani from enzi hizo, you can back me on this. So writing and attending workshops and sharing, because this skill inahitaji kukuwa sharpened. All right, juu the craft itself needs a broader mind. I'll give you an example. There's one of the best MCs, his name is Raskas. He did an album called Soul on Ice. In the album kulikuwa na song ilikuwa inaitwa The Nature of the Threat. If you go and listen to that song, you understand why sometimes you need to research your work. Because you tell incredible stories, especially hizo stories zenye by nature of the systems zimekuwa underground, and being the voice of the people who, you will have to dig down deep and pull these stories up, because they need to be seen, they need to be heard. So now we come to Occupy Mind. Wenye naweza kumbuka nikifanya freestyle fulani nilikuwa naitwa Moyadhi. Yeah, incredible. And thank you for the love on that one. Before I used the instrumental, there's this guy who used it before. In my opinion, he's one of the best MCs. One of the best MCs in the country. One of the most underrated. His name is Trouble. So when he did his freestyle yake aliita Mutinde Muniro, and it is super lyrical, but ile place yenye ile ni capture ni song ikamkuisha. Kuna place alisema, I will not occupy your streets, instead I'll occupy my mind. And that kitu ili niingia, because you know what they say about good books and things positive that's really they provoke your structure of thought. You kind of find yourself, you kind of look for yourself inside that. If you read a good book and it's super inspiration, the only reason why unaiona ikiwa inspiration ni juu kuna vitu ina trigger ndani yako. So in this song Mutinde Muniro, that line captured me, and I was asking myself, wait, have I occupied mind enough to be conscious enough when I'm on the streets? Because most of the times, and this is the big case here, let's say kwa the political scenes, msee anakamdru anawambia kesho nataka na upatie hii do mwingie mtaa sijui mfanya vuruge ama mkwe, because that do happen. Na mnatoka mnaenda mnavuruga vibanda za wamadha, mabusiness za wasee zinasambaratika, without thinking or wondering how you're connected with that, because you think you're not, but deep inside, if you research deep, of course you are, because we are all the same people, we are all walks of life, but guess what, we are connected by one thing. Like the plumber would need something from a mason, an electrician would need a mechanic. We are all interconnected in a way. So when you go and mess up other people's stuff, thinking that you have nothing, they have nothing to do with you, you have nothing to do with them, that is lack of understanding yourself better. So I'm like, each and every human anafaa kuwa na place anaketi anajiuliza maswali like, besides my name, what am I? Who am I? What makes me be? These deep questions, they make you see a world in a different perspective and appreciate little things even much better. So when making this YouTube content, it's because I would like to provoke other people to think of that as well. Like, before somebody else tells you, like, even if unafaa kukua, even if like, because it is in their best interest. and you leave your best, you leave your interests, you keep them aside, you become a puppet of somebody else's ideology and vision, which is to enrich them, but you're just a minion to help them. So ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm making this, and that's where I found it cool to call it that. Occupy mind before you occupy your streets. And thank you for the love and napata on the other side. The positive comments, hata hizo zingine nazipokea, kuna venye zinani inspire in a way. Yeah, I feel like I've come to the end of this. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one, or maybe I'm gonna find a guest or a co-host, at least sky ni kana bonga sana on my side. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Occupy your mind before you occupy those streets. You'll be wiser. Thank you very much. Demo ta okere ke kago ko eta okere